me with Sid Valentine's contract, but he put you at a greater risk by letting LaToya get away with shooting you.
Look, all I know is it could have been a lot worse for all of us if Fox hadn't figured out how to bargain with Puff Dog.
Whitney is right. Okay, this is one of those situations where the end justifies the means. Little Ethan could have lost his mommy in there a few minutes ago if Fox didn't take the action that he did. I don't know how I can ever repay you for saving my life.
Don't worry about it.
Doesn't it bother either one of you that LaToya is walking away from an attempted murder without even a slap on the wrist? And we're supposed to get down on our knees to thank Fox for that.
The only proof we had that LaToya was tied to Whitney's shooting was Puff Dog's gun with her prints on it.
And judging by how freaked out Puff Dog was, I bet anything he used that gun in other shootings. Baby, don't you see? With LaToya free to run the streets, there's nothing stopping her from coming after you again. Fox didn't save you. He made you a bigger target than you already were. He put your life in grave danger. Thanks to Fox, we have nothing to go to the police with. LaToya and Puff Dog are back on the streets to do whatever the hell they please, and that's not what I call saving people's lives.
Chad's right. I mean, without that gun, we got nothing to tie LaToya to your shooting. And I'm sorry, Whitney, you are still in danger from her, maybe even more so than before.
We weren't getting out of there alive until Fox came up with his bargaining chip, right? I mean, doesn't that mean anything to the two of you?
If he did it to help us, I'd say yes. But I don't trust his motives.
What is wrong with you guys? Ethan, I understand that you have had problems in the past with your half-brother. But don't you think that you are selling him short?
Theresa, it's okay. I appreciate it, but you don't have to defend me.
You know what? There's nothing I'd like more than to be wrong about Fox, okay? But I just don't think I am.
And I'm worried about your safety, Whitney.
Then, you know what? I guess I'll just have to be more careful, okay? I won't walk in deserted areas by myself.
That's no insurance.
Then maybe I'll just move back to Harmony.
You don't mean that.
Why not? Chad, I mean, really, why? A lot has happened in the past few days, and I have a lot to think about. And I might do it better 3,000 miles away from you.
I couldn't stand if this drove you away from me.
Look, if I do go, it won't just be about LaToya shooting me. It'll be about you being married to her before. So don't blame Fox for something that he had nothing to do with.
I don't believe you're saying this.
Why not, Chad? Do you have any idea what it felt like to find out that you were married to another woman? Maybe LaToya feels like she has good reason to come after me, to protect what she feels is really hers.
You think this is funny, Fox? Did it ever occur to you that your big-time grandstanding move tonight might have put Whitney in even more danger?
I'm not really worried about LaToya coming after Whitney again.
Why not? You should be.
Well, I don't know, Chad. She can't really do anything to Whitney if she's in jail, right? Which, thanks to her prints all over this gun, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe, probably, that's where she's headed. So see, now you don't have to worry about LaToya gunning for you anymore. Ethan, you said we needed the gun with LaToya's prints on it to put her in jail, so there you have it.
That can't be the gun.
No, it is. See for yourself. Go ahead.
You're right. This is Puff Dog's piece. The same one LaToya used to try and kill Whitney. How'd you get it?
Well, let's just say that once I started waving Sid Valentine's singing contract in Puff Dog's nose, he got a little distracted. So when he was on the phone talking to the lawyers about money or whatever, I pulled a little sleight of hand and voila.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, if what you said was true, once we turn this gun over to the cops, they can run their ballistics test, they can watch a videotape of Whitney's shooting, and they'll have a pretty airtight case against Chad's wife. LaToya. I mean, LaToya. Anyway, LaToya is going to be facing some pretty heavy charges, and I think that Puff Dog's going to have some pretty heavy explaining to do, being that, you know, he's the owner of the gun.
You are brilliant. You know that, right?
Thank you.
I knew that you didn't sell us out. He saved our lives. And now LaToya's gonna go to jail! You got the gun with the fingerprints on it. You really did save my life tonight.
Come on, no big deal. And someone had to do something in there, right?
You see? Fox knew what he was doing the entire time. He distracted Puff Dog and his men with all that wheeling and dealing and used that to get the evidence we need to put LaToya in jail.
Yeah, that's right. And once we give that gun over to the cops, they can dust it for prints, they can run a ballistics test, and I think both Puff Dog and LaToya will be facing multiple charges, so I'm thinking maybe you don't have to worry about them coming after you ever again.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I misjudged you, man. You weren't putting Whitney in more danger by ignoring the crime. You were using your head to entrap LaToya, and that's good work.
Thank you, Ethan. Thanks.
I guess I owe you an apology, too. You should have known you wouldn't play fast in this with Sid's contract. You know how much it meant to my future.
Yeah, actually, you're not going to be producing our first CD anymore, Chad. It cost my family a fortune, but the Crane lawyers already inked the deal.
How could you? You knew she was my ticket to the big time. You lousy son of a...
Listen, man, I'm sorry, okay? Wasn't like I was left with a lot of choices in there.
No, man, if you were smart enough to get the gun, you were smart enough to fake the deal.
No, Puff Dog's too smart for that. I had to offer him something legit to get us out of there tonight. Come on. This is the price.